Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your weekly. So I'm going to be working on your December monthlies. So those will air this week, a couple a day, usually by element. So fire, water, air, and earth. So by Friday, you guys will have all of your December monthly readings out. So this channel might look a little bit bare for a day or two. So bear with me while I record everything for you guys. So this one is for the collective, for everybody, fire, water, air, and earth. So let's see what is going on for you guys this last week of November. So we need to find harmony in relationships and a focus on a sense of self and belonging. Interesting. So while we've got all of these retrogrades going on, I think there's 6 of the planets are currently retrograde. So we're going to need to find some balance, right? Within, in our relationships, externally, internally, all of those things. Finding balance within ourselves is what's going to give us that sense of belonging. So I feel like we're going to be doing some self-love and self-care. What else? You guys might be experiencing your awakening, your spiritual wake-up call. So I feel like you really need to ground your energy this last week. You know, it's holiday season, right? Not everybody enjoys holidays. Not everybody wants to socialize with extended family, things like that. So ground your energy and find your inner zen, your balance, okay? And be practical about things. Especially if, you know, the holiday season's got you down because of finances. I feel like we're going to figure out a way to overcome the obstacles with finances. Maybe you make homemade gifts. Maybe you don't do any gift giving this year. That would be okay too. If you can't, you can't, and that's totally okay. Things should come from the heart, not from a store. Isn't that from the Grinch? Okay, so let's see what the the dragons, angel dragons, pretty much similar energy. So we have the love dragon. So I do feel like we're gonna find some inner love, some peace, some harmony, or could be some new love coming in. What else do we need to see for the collective this week? Self-worth. Yeah, so that's going to help you find your sense of peace and belonging by figuring out who you are at your core. So I feel like there's some shadow work in your future. You might need to be working on things that bring you back into balance is the best way to put it. We have King Arthur. So I feel like you're going to find your own little slice of heaven, right? The awakening tells us that we need to tap into those intuitive hits and really tap into spirit energy so that we're able to ground our energy and to figure out what it is that we want out of life. I feel like as you start to awaken, you're also going to realize that we're all interconnected. So your relationships will change as a result of that. Remember, not everybody's on the same journey you are. It's very individual. And so you might energetically separate from people that just don't resonate with you anymore, and that's okay too. That could be part of a revelation. So be practical about the steps that you take going forward. I feel like this week's going to be full of a lot of changes, and a lot of those look like they're going to be internal as well as external. All right, Spirit, what's the energy this week? What do we need to see? Okay, so you're going to need to be making some sort of decision. So remove any sort of blinders that you have in order to make clear-cut decisions on which path you take. I also feel like when it comes to love, you want to be choosy or selective, okay? And the reason is that not everybody is a good fit for you, right? Some trial and error we usually have at some point in our life. So I feel like there could be an option that's really good for you. However, not everything is. So feel it out slowly and don't jump into anything you're unsure of. You need courage this week, okay? So stand your ground. I feel like you need to be strong, courageous, determined, and practical about what steps you take. And there's some things that you're going to be releasing. We are still, well, today that I'm recording this, I believe we start Sagittarius season. So we're on the cusp of the 2. So I feel like lots of transformative energy that could really be the revelation that's taking place this week. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What's happening this week for the collective? There we go. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're setting yourself free. I feel like you make a conscious decision this week that you're not going to settle any longer for things that drain you or wear you out, that you're going to make a clear choice that, no, I'm choosing myself this time. And that's not selfish, it's necessary. It's going to help you to make a decision so you can stop juggling and struggling. Okay, so be practical about what you're spending money and things on and walk away from what's not good for you. And that does take courage, it does take strength. For some of you, I feel like you're ending a relationship somewhere that's not working, and that opens the door for some new love to come in, right? So endings bring in new beginnings. I do feel like you're going to take some action and be courageous in this decision. I feel like at work, you might be getting noticed. You might be the center of attention for some reason or another. Your hard work's paying off. So I feel like by being courageous and kind of stepping out of a comfort zone, that leads to fresh starts and new beginnings. A lot of happiness coming your way. 2 of Cups followed by the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So I think that you do have the opportunity for some sort of partnership or union. I also feel like this could be work related, like businesses might be wanting to work with you. Maybe it's like team building, collaborations, branded deals, signing contracts for like new employment. They're telling me NDA, so non-disclosure agreements might need to be signed, prenuptial agreements if it's a marriage. We do have the Sun card with the 2 of Cups. It's going to be a big week, okay? So I want you to really make sure you're grounded. By realizing who you are at your core, it's hard for you to be rocked off your foundation. So ground, meditate, clear your energy. That way you're thinking logically about the decisions that you want to make going forward. I feel like you're going to choose yourself, and that might be a first for some of you. So what is the outcome this week? Thank you. Yeah, trusting your instincts and intuition is going to help you to stay on track, and then things start to change dramatically going forward. So travel, movement, relocation, purchasing a vehicle. They're telling me a company car could be coming for somebody. But this is going to help you to create the balance. So all the way across the board, love, work, money, relationships, all of those things, it starts with you working on you at your core. Have a great week.